So you want to learn how to Ollie. Now, the Ollie isn't the hardest trick in skateboarding, but it definitely feels that way when you're learning it because it's the first trick you're probably going to learn. Now for me, the first trick I learned wasn't an Ollie because I was having a really hard time with it, so my first trick was fakie shove it. Afterwards I learned regular shove-its, and then I learned how to do fakie pop shove-its, and then regular pop shove-its. If you're having trouble with the Ollie, maybe try what I did and do a couple shove-its. Now let's get back to the Ollie. Let's start from the beginning with foot positioning. Your front foot is going to want to be about an inch from the bolts and perpendicular to the board. Your back foot's going to be pretty much the same, but with your heels a little bit more off, so it's mostly just your toes on there so they can get a nice good pop. Next, let's talk about what to do with your feet once you have them in the right position. With your front foot, you're going to want to slide it up the board and pull it with you with the side of your foot. You're going to want to use this part of your shoe. I'm pointing at a pretty big area here because different people use different parts of their shoe, but this is the general area. Now, as for the back foot, there's something I want to bring up, which is an Ollie like this, where somebody will Ollie and do the right thing with their front foot, but they won't lift up their back foot when they pop, so the back foot kind of holds the board down and doesn't let you level out your Ollie. Notice the difference between the two. Here, my back foot isn't on the tail and isn't holding the board down, leaving the board free to be pulled up by my front foot, leveled out, and then caught by the back foot. If anyone ever tells you you're not jumping when you're doing a trick, this is what they mean. As you can see, the popping, jumping, and sliding of the Ollie all happen quickly and in succession. This is what's hard about doing the trick, is getting all of these things to happen right and at the correct time. Timing is the hardest part about most skateboarding tricks when you're learning. Between that and ankle strength, that's what makes skateboarding so hard in the beginning. Getting the timing right and getting your body strong enough to do what you want it to do. And that just comes with practice, really. Two things here. First thing is that I've been filming these last few Ollies stationary, strictly for the purpose of filming them. When you do Ollies in pretty much all skateboard tricks, you want to do them while rolling. I know it's scarier, but it's definitely the way to go because you can't, go off stairs or go into a manual or do a grind while stationary. You have to be rolling to do those things. The second thing I wanted to bring up here was this jump I do before all my tricks. It's not a secret to like ollieing higher or doing your tricks better or something. It's just a bad habit. Back to the front foot for a second here. What the front foot's going to do is it's going to start to slide even before you pop. You want it to start sliding right there and then have it pull and guide the skateboard up into the air as you ollie. You can see what I mean here. Even before I start to pop, you can see the front foot already sliding, and once it starts to slide, it makes contact with the grip, pulls the board up, gets to the nose, and that's where it really flattens it out and levels the board so you can catch it in the air. You can see an example of doing it wrong here. I start off well and I start to slide my foot up before I pop, but then I don't finish sliding my foot up. Once I get to the nose, I sort of just leave it unfinished, and the board never flattens out because I don't give it that last push once I get to the nose. Let's look at the good one again. You can see that I start to slide my foot up before I pop, which is good. I'm sliding, I get to the nose, and then I don't stop sliding. I keep going, and that's what levels the board out. That's what flattens it out and gives you a nice ollie. But once you learn it, you start trying new tricks like nollie, switch ollie, fake ollie, frontside 180, backside 180, kick flip, and heel flip. I hope my explanation helped you guys out. I hope it was useful to you with the slow motions or something. If there's anything I can do to help you learn a trick, leave a comment and I'll try my best to get back to you. Thanks.